You may be seated. Before starting the ceremony, I'd like to say a few words. This is a time for Andy and Dija to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that have brought them here, and a time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. We are here, the people that are here and the people that are watching, because we want to share this day with you, to give you eternal hope and support, and to remind you that love is the experience of writing your own love story. Not one moment, it's every moment. Big ones like today and little ones like giving each other hugs after work. All of these moments fused together into one big experience. And even though the experience is so incredible, words fail to describe it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. It is always an honor to be asked to witness the joining of two people in love. And today, Andy and Dija have requested that we be with them on this special day in order that we may share with them the pledging of their everlasting love. The vows you make today are the foundation from which your lives together will continue to open into ever-expanding levels of love and happiness. Yet remember, this ceremony is a symbol, a formal recognition, a celebration of what already exists in the silent places of your hearts. It is your marriage to define, yours to make real, and yours to live. And as a reminder, your marriage must change as you change, but your unchanging commitment to love and peace will allow both of you to experience and share a magnificence unknown to you before. May you always have the love that brings out your happiness, the love that grows from compassion, affection, and mutual respect, the love that allows you to be what you're to be as individuals and together as a couple, all of which will give you the ability to rise above the problems of everyday life. And now if you'll turn and face each other. When you first met about 5 years ago, obviously you did not know the future to this relationship. And now, fast forward, you are here today to join together in love. So as you express your vows to each other, may you reflect back on the time you've known each other thus far. And now Andy and Dija have their own vows. So Andy, you're going first. And maybe join one hand together.
Okay. Okay. Though we didn't meet until well into our adulthood, I think that we benefit from our lives that were before us. We've learned from our past mistakes and we're better people for them. And because of that, it's made us perfect for each other. Do I wish we'd met earlier? Of course. But our previous lives built who we are now, and this process can't be rushed. I love you for that. You are also the most empathetic person I have ever known. You are always there for your friends and family, even if they are new to you. Your help in dealing with my mom's passing cannot be understated. The time you spent with her in the hospital was greatly appreciated. Your empathy also extends to your efforts in fighting for social justice and the rights of all people, regardless of their race or sexual orientation, and I love you for that. You make me a smarter person every day. I can't even count the number of times that I have learned from you in our nearly 5 years together. From social issues to growing vegetables, there's no end to your ability to share your knowledge. Not just with me, but with the countless students you help every day. And I love you for that. Now we're going to talk about baseball, because it's important. I can't even begin to tell you how much I love that you love baseball, and as much as I do. And I also love that you actually score a baseball game, and that tweet the other day was amazing because it was perfect. You've been so supportive in my returning back to playing again that I don't know if I could have done it without your support. I gotta turn one more page. Sorry. It makes me so happy when you're on the sidelines, and your insights into the game are always very refreshing and very welcome. And I love you for that. You have a fantastic ability to be open, to new things and adventures, from road tripping across the country in a rickety RV, to taking on Vegas and riding a mechanical bull, to roller skating and learning to ice skate. I love you for that. I'm very excited at where we are in our lives with our new home and how amazing it is to have a space that is ours. And I can't wait to see what the next 50 years bring us, and I love you for that.
Can I kiss you?
Okay. And now, Dia, you have yours, and you're going to bring them up to her.
I love the way that you just whipped those.
Cleavage, good for so many things. I don't know if I will remember my vows, but I wanted to have them ready.
Sure.
So when you're doing a lot of online dating, you develop your kind of catalog of good stories, your best hits for first dates, right? Because you know you can hit your high notes. You don't go trying new material on first dates. But when we went on our first date, we did our best hits, but our conversation evolved, and we kind of did the deep tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about politics and religion and bad first dates, because this was not a bad first date. This was an extraordinary first date. And we both strayed from the plan and we played it by ear because we were discovering something new. So fast forward a few months and we're planning a vacation, and we love planning vacations, right? Especially you, you're very good at it. And before we knew it, we were planning a road trip, a 1,500-mile road trip in a 30-year-old RV from Colorado to Florida, and we were so excited about every aspect of this. Our friends were terrified, but we were so thrilled. And not everything went to plan.
Nope.
We had a lot of bad weather.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up running away from a lot of bad weather and chasing sort of okay weather, but it just meant that we savored the really nice days we had, 70-degree Christmas and Truth or Consequences in New Mexico. But it also meant that we got to discover things that maybe we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
In trying to avoid some bad weather, we went further south than we might have. And, we were going towards Mobile, Alabama, and we discovered a fiberglass chicken in an El Camino at a gas station.
Best thing ever.
And it was the best side trip of the trip,
Mm-hmm.
right? And things like that, those little discoveries, making it up as you go along, being willing to kind of change the plan to discover something new, has defined who we are and our whole relationship. And that trip, I learned about your sense of whimsy, but I also learned how we were always going to discover things together, and that we were in this together. And I am so lucky that I get to marry you today.
You're sure?
I think I'm glad that I did. But I'm so glad you said yes to tacos.
I'll always say yes to tacos. I love you.
You want her hand it to her, or to hand it to
I
her?
can just put it back on here. Okay.
No, I meant your booklet, because you got to put your rings on. Okay. And now, what token of love do you give to each other? And I have your rings. I bless these rings as a symbol of the everlasting love that joined you. And here you go, Andy. You're going to take that ring and place it on Dia's finger. And now join hands. Look at Dia and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign
as a sign
that I chose you
that I chose you
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
Wear it,
Wear it,
think of me,
think of me,
and know that I love you.
and know that I love you.
Dia, you're going to take that ring and place it on Andy's finger. And now look at Andy and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign
as a sign
that I chose you
that I choose you
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
Wear it,
Wear it,
think of me,
think of me,
and know that I love you.
and know that I love you.
Okay, and now keep your hands joined. As beloveds and friends, you promise to love, honor, cherish, and support each other. May you be open and honest, slow to anger, and quick to forgive, always sensitive to each other's needs. May you seek to understand one another, always treating each other with respect and kindness. May you always encourage and challenge one another to become the persons you are yet to be. Together, may you create a warm and loving home filled with trust, generosity, and reverence for all life, a place of passion and compassion blessed with peace. And now, inasmuch as Andy and Dia have stated their vows in the presence of family and friends, by the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And Andy, you may kiss your wife.
Hello, everyone.
And let's congratulate Andy and Dia again. That's our exit.
That's it? Okay.